How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to do a dreadlock question and answer video. I've had some people asking me questions about my dreads and just dreadlocks in general, and I'm finally finding some time to go over them. So the first one is, how long was my hair? And it was the longest it had ever been. My hair was super curly, and even with all the curls it probably came down to about here or so. And so I backcombed my hair into dreads, and it probably lost like 3 or 4 inches right away just from the backcombing. But you couldn't quite tell I lost that much just because my hair was so curly. So yeah, that's probably about how long my hair was. It was super long. The next question is, what type of soap do I use? People were asking me if I use bar soap, and I don't. I use Dr. Bronner's liquid soap. This is the peppermint. It's my favorite just because it smells good. I also use tea tree oil, and I find this one's the most effective if you're having an itchy scalp. People were asking me what to do about dandruff. Don't worry about it. Just use some of this Dr. Bronner's and it'll take it right away. The next question is, how do I wash my hair? What I do is I just take an empty bottle. This is Guayaki. It's tea. It's my favorite tea. And I just pour enough to cover the base of the bottle. And I fill the rest up with water and just shake it. You can do one of two things. You can either pour it over and just rub it in, or if you have really long hair, which mine's pretty long now, you can pour it into a cup and then just dunk your dreads. That way you get even coverage for each one of your dreads. Let's see. So yeah, that's how I wash. That's what I wash with. That's what I've been using for the last 4 months or so. The last question was, what do I do with my loose hair? I don't know if you can tell, but I have a ton of loose hair. And I don't do a whole lot to it. Like I said, I haven't used a crochet hook. I haven't been using wax or anything like that. I've just been doing my root rubbing, like I showed you, and palm rolling, of course. And the dreads, don't be worried if you have loose hair, because the dread's not gonna be, it's not gonna be dreaded all the way up until the base of your head. You need some undreaded hair for it to kind of flop around, and otherwise it'd just be uncomfortable. But also, your dreads will want to be, your hair will want to be in dreadlocks. So you can see right here, I had a huge section of loose hair. And what it's done is, if this is the loose hair right here and it's dreaded on each side, is it slowly starts to dread itself and just pull itself in. That's what you get that zigzag from. But I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. And then the other thing is, like, I also have a lot of loose hair just around here. Is it this side? Yeah. So my hair has started to dread itself, which is super crazy, but I mean, that's what it does. Hair wants to be dreaded, and if you let it, it'll dread itself up. That being said, your hair will start to dread into one if you leave it at the base. So the only other maintenance I do is I separate them, which is just going and pulling them apart, making sure nothing is fusing together. And if you do have two dreads fusing together, that's cool too. That's called a Congo. And but I just have really thick dreads already, so I'm trying to keep them separate. Yeah, I think that's all the questions for now. Keep them coming. I'd love to answer more. I'll try and make some more videos. And have a happy Turkey Day. Bye, everybody.